Good morning, welcome to Phoenix Webb MUA and happy 4th of July. I am starting with my eyebrows, and what I'm using is a red lip liner on the outside of my eyebrows, just on the tail. This is a Lancome lip liner that I've had for a while, and I'm just going back and forth making sure it's in good order, and back and forth and back and forth just to make sure it's in good order. I always want it to look really kind of perfect. So I'm just going back and forth. Don't worry about it, and you know how it is when you're doing brows. You just want it to look perfect and even. That's what you're looking at. Next, I'm grabbed my Estee Lauder automatic eyeliner in soft brown, I think it is. And I'm just doing under the front of my brow, just the bottom line, just to make sure it's defined really well. And this is in preparation of what I'm going to do for the front of the brow. I wanted ombre brows, red and gold, because that's what I wanted. So what I'm showing you now is the Sephora Mousse eyeshadow in gold, and that's going to go on the front of my brows. That's a very small angled brush that I got some time ago. I think it's from Artnet from Paris, and I've dipped it in the eyeshadow mousse, and I'm trying to put it on my brows, and ultimately this didn't work out. As you're about to see, I changed to another product, and I keep going with the mousse, unfortunately. And you can see it. I have the mirror, so you're not going to see, or you might see me doing the left side. You can see me doing the right side of my face, as long as I have the mirror. And yes, now I've pulled out the Sephora Metallics Cream Shadows, and now I'm putting to the gold one. And that's what I'm going to use instead on the front of my brows, and it worked out so much better. And I just keep going over the front of my brow because I'm just that kind of woman, just it has to be perfect, and as far as I know. And again, the left, and I keep going back and forth to make sure that it's perfect. You know how it is. And now I've got the e.l.f. concealer brush, and I'm just cleaning up my brows so that they look, relatively decent. And I keep wiping off the brush just to make sure, it's nice and clean. Okay, now I'm showing you a Wet n Wild palette, 3 colors. I picked it up at a discount store, and I'm using the red to go over the red lip liner that I did on the tail of my brows. Whenever you use cream, you want to make sure you use powder to set it. And again, just making sure that my brows look perfect as far as I'm concerned. Yes, I'm just really, really detail oriented when it comes to my brows. Don't judge. And back and forth I go. Can we say obsessive? Okay, now I'm motioning to the front of my brows. I'm going to set that with my Sephora Color Anthology palette, and I'm pointing to a kind of a neutral gold, I guess, powder or eyeshadow rather, and that's what I'm setting the front of my brows with, since I went over it with the mousse at the beginning of the video, and now I'm just setting it with powder. Same old, same old. Now, Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer, and I put it on my ring fingers, just dabbing it in really quickly. And I've taken a flat eyeshadow brush, and what I'm pointing to are the two white shadows. The one on the left that I pointed to is a flat or a matte white, and the other one is a platinum sparkly white. So I'm starting with the matte white, and I'm doing it on my brows and on the inner 1 to 2/3 of my lid. I had originally intended to do my brow bone and my eyelid with a NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk to emphasize how white it was going to be. Oh well, it was like 7:30 in the morning and I totally forgot. Again, please don't judge. So I'm just doing the white matte, and I am going in with an e.l.f. angled brush into a dark navy blue shimmer in the same color anthology palette from Sephora. And I'm going on the outer third of my lid, and I'm just shaping and going into my crease as well. The e.l.f. angled eyeshadow brush is really nice. It's kind of fluffy and it blends as well as shapes, and that's why I really like it, and that's what I'm doing. Again, I'm obsessive with my eyes, so you're just going to see me doing a lot of detail work, just trying to make sure that I get that dark navy blue shimmer just perfect the way that I want it. And back and forth and back and forth. Aren't you glad I sped this up? Seriously, when I did this video, it was like over an hour long, and I've condensed it down. You still might be upset because it's like over 20 minutes long, but hey, nobody's perfect. Now, what I'm showing you is the sparkly platinum white, and I'm going to put this on the 2/3 of my lid and up under my brow. You'll see it coming up. And there I go with that platinum sparkly white. Again, obsessive and detail-oriented am I. I've been shy about doing a close-up on my eye just because I'm very self-critical, and I think my lids look crepey to me, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm very self-critical, so I don't do a close-up, and I'm sorry. And there I am checking out in my viewfinder, just making sure it all looks nice and even, touching up where I need to, again attending to that brow bone with the platinum sparkly white very carefully, because I don't want to mess up my brows and I don't want it falling down on the sparkly navy blue that I just placed on the outer corner and the crease. And yes, I was about to do my lower lashes with the sparkly navy blue, and then I realized, oh yes, I have to do concealer. So what you see here is the NYX Full Coverage Concealer in Light. I like the Full Coverage Concealer. It's very comparable to MAC. And I am using a cylindrical conical brush, if that makes sense, that I picked up from Target. And that's what I use to put on my concealer. It's nice, it's soft, it The full coverage concealer doesn't go into the lines that I have under my eyes, and I'm setting it with a Palladio rice powder that is in translucent, and I'm using a artist's painting brush that I got at my local craft store. The rice powder was a lovely gift from my friend Forrest. So Forrest, if you're watching, thank you so much. And I'm just setting it, and now I've got my Eco Tools flatliner brush, and I'm going in with my sparkly navy blue under the lower lashes, kind of as a liner. And now I'm going in to my inner rim and tight lining with a Makeup Forever blue liner. And next, what I'm doing is a Victoria's Secret sparkly white liner. I don't know if they still make this anymore. I got it some time ago and I like it for certain things, and it's just going on the inner corner, the lower inner corner of my eye. I'm just going back and forth again, making sure that it's exactly the way I want it. Yes, feel free to comment. I am rather ridiculous about it. So I'm still going in, and yes, that is my highlighting brush with the sparkly platinum eyeshadow that I used to set the eyeliner that I just put on the inner corner. Creams should always be set with powders, whether it's eyeshadow or face powder, whatever it is. Now that I just showed you was the Physicians Formula. It's a navy blue liner, and I got that as a gift from one of my sisters-in-law, Nicole. Nicole, if you're watching, thank you again for the makeup you gave me that Christmas. And what you see here, the brush I'm using is a Real Techniques silicone liner brush. They call it a brush, I call it a tool. Hey, tomatoes, whatever. So I'm just taking that gel liner and using my Real Techniques silicone lining tool and going right into the base of my lashes and also shaping the liner. I tend to start with the outer corner of my lashes and go in. And I usually do a thicker line of eyeliner, if that makes sense. I'm lining it up with the outer edge of the shadow so that all my lines are perfectly aligned, if that makes sense. And again, flicking it out, just getting it nice and close to the lash line. Okay, and a little quicker on the left eye. Back and forth, just making sure it's all nice and as close to perfect as possible. Taking my concealer brush again and just cleaning up under the eye. Now I'm taking my Tweezerman copper colored eyelash curler, curling the lashes. I like this particular lash curler. It's a little big for my eyes, but it works. Now I'm taking my Revlon Lash Growth Mascara. It's green tube, it's waterproof. I'm just going over my lashes really quickly and combing them. And it's really important after you've curled your lashes, quickly go over it with mascara to set that curl. Now what I'm doing is I'm going back over with the eyeliner, the gel eyeliner. I noticed a gap there and I'm just cleaning that up. Now that's the Calvin Klein Electric Blue mascara that I got as a promo, and that is really bright blue. and I'm just going over my lashes with it so I create a blue-black on my lashes. You'll see why in a minute. It's a nice mascara. It's really highly pigmented, which I really like. And just going over those lashes. And again, just a little more on the brows. I could spend an hour on my brows, no lie. And back and forth again. God, it's like watching paint dry, really? I swear to God, the grass grew like 2 inches while I was doing my brows. Crazy. Now I'm signaling for the rest of my face. Moving on to the face. So I'm taking my foundation brush, which I didn't tell you about earlier. It's Shiseido, and I used a foundation that I mixed up myself. It's a Boja BB cream that I mixed with the e.l.f. Shimmering Face Whip in Petal. And I'm just going back over my face with it. I had done a coat of it earlier, just going back over it, cleaning up where I need to, a little extra coverage wherever is needed. You get the idea. And coming down on my neck as well, don't forget. That brush is for my contour. That was everybody's favorite Benefit Hoola. And I'm just motioning to you, start at the top of the ear and bring it down on the cheekbone. And that brush I'm using is a Body Shop foundation brush that I've had like forever, but it does the trick. And I'm just taking the edge of it and I carve out the cheekbone and on the edge, and then I take it flat to blend it. Going around the chin, the hairline, I've taken I don't even know what the brush is, but it's fluffy, like a blending brush, a Sephora blending brush on the nose. That is a fan brush that I just flashed, and Physicians Formula Mineral Pearls in Beige that I used for highlighter. And it's well loved. I was showing you the pan that I've hit. And I'm just going down the nose with the highlighter. I'm going around the forehead. What am I doing? I look confused. Yeah, forehead. You saw me go down the nose with it. I'm going to hit the cupid's bow, the chin, and it's a nice subtle highlight. Cheekbones, of course. Nice and pretty. Checking to make sure everything is even. I do that a lot. Okay, I seem satisfied with that. Oh no, more on the cheekbones, of course. Okay, that is my Real Techniques Duo Fiber Contour Brush. And I'm just going in and cleaning up the contour a little bit with that. And it works. It's beautiful. Now that is my MAC 123 brush. And I'm using e.l.f. Passion Pink Baked Blush on the apples of my cheeks. Now I'm going in with a fluffy angled blush brush from Sephora and my Annabelle Biggie bronzer. That's what that is, and that was a lovely gift. I'd won a contest with Jean-Francois CD. His link will be in the description bar. And I'm just going on the back of the cheeks with that, around the forehead, chin, whatnot, whatnot. And what you see me using is an airbrush powder brush from Sephora. And I'm going in with the Palladio rice powder. What I just held up there are my blue synthetic lashes I got at a costume store and Duo adhesive. I live by it. Putting on the lashes now with a pair of Tweezerman tweezers. I am one of those people, I cannot put on lashes with my bare hands. Okay, so now I'm moving on to the lips. What I just held up for you is the same red I used on my brows. It's from Lancome. It's a pencil with a brush at the end. And I am lining my lips. And I also held up for you OCC NSFW Lip Tar. And you see me just lining my lips, trying to get the line as exact as possible. Now the lashes that you saw me doing, I did have to do one of them off camera, so don't worry about that, but you see the lashes. A very dramatic look. Lining the lips. Again, grass grew while I was doing this. I took the brush at the other end and I used it for the OCC Lip Tar NSFW and just filling in my lips.
And this completes my 4th of July look. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate my viewers and I appreciate all of you for watching this video. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And before I close out, please have a wonderful, happy 4th of July. And while I'm on the topic, I have no problem with smoking. I have no problem with drinking. However, I believe in moderation. And if you're going to drink over the holiday weekend, please, please be moderate. And if you're not able to do that, and if someone offers to take the keys to drive you home, say yes. Just say yes so that you save your life and other lives on the road. Have a wonderful, blessed, happy, safe 4th of July. Mwah. And y'all be good now. Bye.